Providence Park is the venue for some Sunday afternoon MLS Next Pro action. It's Portland Timbers 2 taking on Real Monarchs. I'm Jack Edwards here with you. Portland, Oregon, the venue for this one as Timbers 2 head back home. They've been sensational on the road this season, looking for a first home win since the end of May. They've been exceptional this season. 37 points, third in the Western Conference, and they're off the heels of a big-time win at St. Louis City 2 in their last match. 2-1, a late winner from Charles Ondo on that occasion. He is at the left-back role for them in a 4-3-3 formation, led by Andres Flores, the interim head coach in this one. They've made 3 changes from that lineup. Sawyer Jura joins the back four in that right back position. Daniel Cervantes leads the line, and Eric Izoita, who has 3 goals and 2 assists on the season, steps into the midfield alongside the captain Victor Enriquez and Lucas Fernandez-Kim. That's the 4-3-3 shape that Portland Timbers 2 are going to run out with this one. They've won one of the meetings against Real Monarchs. They've won the other one Monarchs have, and they line up in a 5-2-3 shape that has 5 changes from a 4-2 defeat against Tacoma Defiance in their last match. Kobe Henry comes into the back line to captain the side, and up front, Lineker Rodriguez leads the team with 5 goals this season, looking to add to that on the road on this occasion. They took the lead in their last match against Tacoma Defiance, conceded 4 and bookended the game with a late goal. Scoring that occasion was Izzy Amparo, and Amparo will play in the midfield in this one for the Real Monarchs. That's how things look for both teams ahead of this one at Providence Park. Should be an entertaining one. We've seen in the first 2 meetings so far this season. The first at America First Field, it was the roadside on that occasion that won 3-0. They had a second meeting at Zions Bank Stadium on that occasion. It was the home side, the Monarchs, who won 4-1. Charles Ondo got sent off in that one. He's coming off a sensational winner in the 91st minute in their last match against St. Louis City 2. So it's been 3-goal wins for both of these teams when they've played so far this season. This is the 3rd and final meeting between these 2 clubs in the 2026 MLS Next Pro season. Timbers 2, 3rd in the Western Conference, a chance to go level on points with Houston in 2nd place. If they can get all 3 points, they've played 19 games, 2 more than their rivals from Texas. Meanwhile, the Monarchs are out to the playoff picture looking in, but 3 points for them could push them all the way from 11th to being level on points with 6th spot. Those are the implications for this one. Ball is up and rolling. Attacking from left to right will be the Real Monarchs in this one, while the Timbers will be going the opposite direction, right to left in those white kits. It's flicked along, cushioned here. One for Cervantes to chase. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Kirk Fleet moves it out of his feet. Misales forward. Was that a foul? Yes, it was. Just nipping in from behind. A little too much endeavor on that one from Sawyer Jura, who makes a 7th start of the season now. Incidental on that one on the freak to restart play, right into the gut of Omar Marquez. This one hits the head of Luka Moisa, and it's hooked upfield. Kobe Henry, making an 8th start of the season, has 2 goals so far in the MLS Next Pro season to this point. Touched on the home form for Portland in the Open, but 3 wins, 2 defeats, 4 draws when they've been at home this season. Their last win coming on May 31st, when on the road, 7 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw. The best road team in MLS Next Pro alongside Austin FC2, who lead the Western Conference with 43 points. They can tack on another home result or 2. This is a team that will be right up at the top of the West come the end of the season, heading into the playoffs. Floated forward, trying to get through this bank of pressure from the Timbers. Inviting a bit of pressure there was Charles Ondo, then rolls it to the side for Alex Bamford. Cervantes pushed over there, fouled, and a free kick Central. See what the thought is here from the Portland Timbers, what they want to do with this. So Eric Izoita is the left-footed option, standing over this free kick. First real opportunity, 3 minutes in, for either side to put some service towards goal. Perhaps test Max Kirkfleet. Izoita's service hooked in. It sits up here trying to just fire one through the crowd. Coming onto it there was Sawyer Jura. Barjolo. There's a foul going against Timbers too, and it's a chance for Monarchs to build up from the back perhaps here. Good work here by the Monarchs, working through the pressure, trying to get numbers forward. Just that pass letting them down. They had worked a near 4-on-2. That's going to be the test for Mark Lowry's side in this one. How can they try and turn through the pressure of Portland? Rolled wide, Ondo. The end line, it's kept in play, trying to go back to Ondo, but it's cut out. Charles Ondo, the player that scored that winner against St. Louis City too. They were both fantastic goals, both by him and Connor Ferguson, up that left-hand side of the pitch for the Timbers. Ferguson scoring a low effort in the 86th minute to equalize, and then in the 91st it was Ondo who got the winner. They got 8 points from 9 available on a 3-match road stand as part of that great road form that Timbers 2 have displayed here in 2026. Zipped between the lines and rolled out wide for Barjolo. First time service. It's going to bounce all the way through. It's one for Ondo to retrieve. Puts a low cross in. Henry got something to it, and Kirkfleet will take over. Riquelme goes backwards. Messias does the same. Really clever idea on that pass. Moisa. A little too strong on that challenge from Barjolo. It was a really good touch by Riquelme to evade the pressing efforts of the Portland forward. Monarchs want a foul. They won't get it here. Cushioned. Floated over the top. They'll ask for offside. They will get it. It looks like the run was made a little too early there from Owen Anderson. Referee concurs. Trying to just get over the top quickly. First teams of Portland Timbers and Real Salt Lake playing at Providence Park yesterday, a 2-1 win. In the end of things, Felipe Mora scoring a brace to come from behind against the 10 men of Real Salt Lake. They've gone up with a goal from Juan Sanabria, but not able to pull out all 3 points on the road for RSL, and it was the home side on that occasion. They were able to come out victorious. So Jura, who will defend here on the right-hand side for Timbers 2, was on the bench for the first team. Didn't come off the bench onto the field, so gets an opportunity, gets some minutes under his legs this weekend. Offered himself as an option for Samuel Joseph. The pass there, a little miss-hit. Here come the Monarchs. The cross attempt there by Massalas is blocked. It is Jura who put his body in the line there. Henry. Amparo. Marquez. Marquez trying to dictate the tempo here and spray a pass out wide. Clearance upfield by Ondo. Good hold-up play there. A chance over the top. Barjolo runs onto this. The flag stays down all by himself. Low shot across the goal. Well worked there by Portland to shift that one through the midfield quickly to get Benjamin Barjolo running over the top, but just misses off target a little bit. Great hold-up play displayed there by Lucas Fernandez Kim, just to draw in a teammate. Ball over the top for Barjolo, looking for his first of the season. He'll continue that search as the match progresses. That shot flashing wide of Kirkfleet's goal. Calderon. Great flick there by Marquez. Had Cervantes interested right over his shoulder. Now Massalas. Barjolo comes onto it. Jura takes over. Another chance to stretch their legs for Portland. Good bit of footwork there for Izuita. Skips past another and carries into space. Eric Izuita gets the shot away in the end, going on a solo run, and draws a save on a shot that may have petered wide of Kirkfleet's goal, but took no risks. What a flick there. Rolled along from Massalas. Barjolo is opposite number, hassling him. Rolled into the box, 1-2 attempted here. It's wide for Riquelme. Not sure how often you could say that for either Massalas or Barjolo to go up against their opposite number, a pair of number 77s on the left-hand side of the Monarchs attack, right-hand side of the defense. And they have to defend on that area for Portland. No foul going there. They wanted one. Oh, it's good pressure. It's a loose touch here. Big time stop. It spun over the top, but Samuel Joseph off his line to close down the angle. It comes to be a corner. The Timbers will take that result after what it could have been. Great bit of pressure. Get the block in there. Spinning kindly for Rodriguez after the pressure from Owen Anderson. In swinger, put in dangerously. Joseph got something to it. Not sure he was fully aware of that, where that one was going. Looking every which way, but it was last off the head of the Monarchs attacker. And so out for a goal kick it is. I mentioned some of the previous meetings between these two sides. That May 3rd meeting, it was a 3-0 win on the road for Portland Timbers 2. Pushing the back and a foul going against the Monarchs. The referee taking some issue with perhaps some dissent there from Omar Marquez. All 3 goal scorers for the Timbers in that match not in the squad here today. Compare that to the 4-1 win the Monarchs had in the June meeting. Marquez, Henry, and Rodriguez all start, and they scored on that occasion. Cervantes, should be said as well, scored the lone goal on that occasion for the Timbers, and he leads the line for Portland at home today. Drop of the shoulder, it's rolled back. Clever awareness of where his teammates are from Rodriguez. Floated through the midfield looking for Rodriguez, intervened, and an acrobatic clearance, but the flag was up for offside anyways. No need for that from Bamford, but did well defensively. This portion of the match is brought to you by Bank of America. 15 minutes played. Probably the best chance of the game so far. One apiece for each team, you'd say. Lunica Rodriguez off the heels of some good counter pressing, and Benjamin Barjolo a one-on-one after a good bit of work through the midfield. Kirk Fleet trying to clear up field, slices it a little bit, and it's out for a throw. Jura does well to turn his defender, rolls it along for Barjolo. Opens up a crossing angle, drops it in, good header away. Ondo. The clearance upfield blocked by Enriquez, so it spins for Ondo. Good pass, picks out Enriquez, can drive at the defense here. Slips it over the top, it's a good pass, wide angle, hits the side netting. Cervantes making a good run there. Kirk Fleet held his position, knew it would take something special to beat him from that tight angle. Another look at this one, just rolled over the top. Hitting the side netting. Foul committed there. Luka Moisa tussling, draws the free kick. Clipped over the top. Runners here. Masales gets it ahead of him. Fakes the first cross. Cuts it back. Will this sit up here for the Real Monarchs? Big time stop. Diving in to put the challenge in. Sawyer Jura helping out his goalkeeper to block it for a corner. Just wouldn't quite sit up for a strike. Doing really well to improvise with the situation as it progressed from Izzy Amparo. Now Riquelme has another corner for the Monarchs. Short returns to Riquelme. Anderson fizzes it to the back post, going to claim it. Had to go a long way to claim it, was Joseph. Climbing up there to try and win the header, but a foul in doing so was Liam O'Gara, and it's quickly launched upfield. Ferguson tried to spin his defender, continuing with the play. He's eventually tugged down, and right as the whistle goes, the yellow card produced. It was a physical tussle, but it results in the match's first yellow card for Izzy Amparo. Arguing his case. Patricia McCracken is our center official today. You can see that's probably where the foul was committed. The physicality to slow things down. Good work from Ferguson to try and just continue playing. Referee in the end rewarding him for those efforts, and Amparo is booked. And now a chance with a set piece. Izuita serves it into the mix, bounces through, big time stop. Kirkfleet able to get a hand to it as it was flicked through the crowd. Well worked set piece, draws a good save, and it stays scoreless here in the 21st. Barjolo comes on the end of this long switch of play. Sawyer Jura, time to pick out a cross. The header to the edge of the box. In the end, just about dealt with. Timbers making life difficult, getting out of their defensive block. Clipped into the box, a little over everybody's head. Kirkfleet claims Fernandez Kim was in the box, but just had his momentum going against him as Izuita served one into the mix. Big switch of play here. Masales brings it in. Carries into a pocket of space. His shot takes an awkward deflection straight into the face of a Timbers midfielder. The referee wisely pausing play here. Just a shot from distance. In the end, takes a quick deflection right off the nose. Connor Ferguson tracking back, just getting a bit of treatment here. They'll hope that he's good to continue. Halfway through our first half, as Ferguson is getting some treatment. Small chances for both teams here on this Sunday afternoon on the West Coast. Barjolo, the best look of things so far for the Timbers. Rodriguez for the Monarchs has had the best effort so far. So it was with the Timbers, so they'll get a drop ball from McCracken to get things back up and running. Great leap to get some contact onto that. And now Barjolo trying to go up against Masales. All the way back and laid back to Kirkfleet. I think it was O'Gara trying to indicate to his goalkeeper to come out and claim that one. Just a miscommunication there between center back and goalkeeper. They deal with it in the end. Jura. Barjolo, the touch last off the winger. Ferguson is back on the pitch. So good to continue. It was probably just a bit of a shock and initial bit of pain. Good that there's nothing lingering for the forward of the Portland Timbers. All the way back to Joseph. Izuita going back to his goalkeeper. 15th start of the season for the 23-year-old Samuel Joseph. This portion of the match is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Waiting for the breakthrough at Providence Park in match number 3 of the season between these two clubs. Third in the West, Portland Timbers 2, 11th, but just outside the playoff picture of the Real Monarchs. Can't quite get it to Barjolo, and the press from Mark Lowry's group works out there. It's been an interesting tactical battle between these two sides. The 5 at the back of the Real Monarchs versus the 4-3-3 of the Timbers. It's meant that the wingbacks have kind of pinned the wingers back of the Timbers. Masales and Amparo pushing Ferguson and Barjolo quite deep at times. And here is Barjolo pressing against the center back in O'Gara, but it's kept in play. Barjolo zips it back. Henry stepping in to get a foot on it. Great spin. Ondo can drive at the defense now. Roll one in. Ferguson at the end line. Keeps it in play. Bounces through. Laid off and blocked. Big time intervention to block that from Izuita. Made sure that his shot couldn't get through the crowd. Another good look for the Timbers It just wasn't fully dealt with here by Kirkfleet. And in the end, it was Omar Marquez who just threw his body in the way to get the block off. In-swinger, whipped in. Header pushes it away to the edge of the box. Ondo. Kirkfleet off his line, gets there. Ondo. Not quite able to find Enriquez with his pass. The half-hour mark, still scoreless. Both teams have had opportunities. This one looking for Barjolo. 17th appearance of the year for Benjamin Barjolo, looking for his first goal contribution on the season. Spins Izoita to the side. Enriquez. Izoita wide for Barjolo. To the back post, a little overhit. Ferguson can retrieve. Past one, Ondo zips one in, and it's all the way through. Out for a goal kick. Just a little bit too much height on that one. Was looking for Cervantes. Almost got it there. Izoita. Pass a little underhit there. Moisa intercepts. It's last off Masales. He thought that was last off his opponent, so it's a Timbers throw right near the attacking corner flag. Masales is still making his argument here. The back heel, back to Jura, spins. Big clump of players in this pit side of the pitch. That hit a hand, yes it did. And it's gonna be going the way of Real Monarchs. Just hopped up and hit the hand of Cervantes. This portion of the match is brought to you by Old Trapper. A little more than 10 minutes till we hit the end of the first half. Might get a minute or two of stoppage time after the injury pause for Connor Ferguson. It's good to continue. Just a ball bouncing into his face. Never an enjoyable one. There is Ferguson on the press. It slipped past him. Rolled along into the channel. Getting there first, just slicing the clearance a little bit, was Nicholas Lund. Basales. Marquez. Moisa. Going to shift it to the far side of the field. A wonderful pass, but to an offside recipient. Luka Moisa trying to move that one quickly. (18 years of age. Luka Moisa, third year in Next Pro. Well, fourth, had made 2 appearances in 2023, so has been around this level for quite some time. Still just 18 years of age. USA U17 International, that's going to be a free kick. Is it? Yes, it is. Referee considering it for a moment. And we'll whistle for a foul, and it will be a yellow card. Liam O'Gara, second player cautioned now. 2 for Monarchs in the pocket. Spotted for that intervention, just going through the back. It's a free kick from quite deep, but still a chance to put some set-piece service into the box. Floated in, easily dealt with by Kirkfleet. Intercepted, rather almost intercepted. It's played to the side. Important to get out of that one from Riquelme. Over the top for Bargiolo. Stays on side. Benjamin Bargiolo to the back post. Little overhit on that one. Through the middle, Cervantes, header down. It's a good pass forward to get through the press. Real Monarchs get back behind the ball. Big shift of play. Well, that's set up for Barjolo. Not quite. Close, though. They've tried those quick switches, the quick passes to Barjolo on this right-hand side of the attack. Five minutes plus stoppage time. It's been a very even half, but the Timbers have asserted themselves a little bit more in these last 10-15 minutes. Lifted over the top. Barjolo trying to get there. The flag goes up. Kirkfleet well off his line, able to get there. Some good sweeper keeper action from Max Kirkfleet. Pass there, intercepted. Izoita just couldn't get it out of his feet, and the challenge there is going to be a foul, and it's the first yellow card for a Portland Timbers player. It's Lucas Fernandez-Kim who was given the yellow card.
Yellow card issued to T2, number 35, Lucas Fernandez.
And look at this one. Yeah, Fernandez-Kim just leaning in on that one, trying to get the ball back from Moisa, but not able to get it. Ferguson trying to get ahead to it. Couldn't quite. Real Monarchs trying to get out of their blocks. They've got options here. Masales rolls one through the middle. A really good pass here. The strike from distance off target. Rodriguez got a side of goal and went for it. Can't test Joseph. That's better for the Real Monarchs to get themselves from defense to attack very quickly. Well done to find Masales, who's been a bundle of energy up and down this left-hand side. Masales searching cross in, but not able to bend enough. Rodriguez appreciates the ball, gave a thumbs up, but Joseph got to it first. Izuita darts past one. Brought down. It's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position here.
The fourth official has announced there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes.
2 minutes added on at the end of the first 45.
2 minutes.
What's the thought process here for the Timbers? Enriquez and Izuita are over it. Izuita strikes. Big time block. Moisa got his head in there to block. Wide for Bargiolo. Bargiolo into the box, rolled out. Great cross in, knotted wide. Cervantes is down afterwards. May have taken an awkward fall. That was a really good cross into the area. Asked a lot of questions. Just couldn't get the proper contact to it towards goal. Yeah, just been that fall to the ground for Cervantes. It was a hard one. Back on his feet. Less than a minute of the minimum remaining. We'll see how much is added on top of that. Is there one more chance in this half for Real Monarchs? Rolled forward, Moisa in the box. Luka Moisa, step over, trying to get the cross away. Does earn a corner. Pushed out by Alex Bamford. Moisa is a little hobbled. Right on the doorstep of halftime. Searching, corner in, into the hands of Samuel Joseph, and it's the final act of the first 45 minutes. Frustration, they can't get out in transition for one final moment. Opportunities, small ones for both teams, but nothing as of yet to separate Portland and Real Monarchs. Our score at the half. It's Portland Timbers 0, Real Monarchs 0. Well, coming up in our halftime show, we're going to get you set for MLS All-Star Week, including the return of goalie wars, plus our first half highlights. That all coming up when we return.
Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Back at Providence Park, it's scoreless between Portland Timbers 2 and Real Monarchs. Next Pro alum and New York Red Bull, Julian Hall has been named to the MLS All-Star team next week in Charlotte. Let's look back at our visit with this rising star.
Julian Hall, remember the name. It's that man again, Julian Hall. Cross goal, it goes in. Mehmeti, has he broken through here? Mehmeti across, Hall. Swinging ball towards the back post, it goes. Opening goal for Red Bull New York, Julian Zakshevsky Hall.
Born in Manhattan, New York, Julian Hall found the game the same way a lot of kids in this city do.
I first kind of started playing soccer when I was around 4 years old. I would play a lot wherever I could, if it was a field near my apartment or wherever I could, basically. And I just remember, falling in love with the game and wanting to play as much as I can. There's a main place I would play. It's pretty popular in Manhattan. It's called Pier 40, and a lot of people go there. That's where I played with Manhattan Kickers. It's kind of where I really started to realize I really wanted to play soccer seriously and maybe make it professionally.
That love for the game turned into an opportunity, a move into one of the top academies in the country.
Julian came into our system at U14. I think he played about 3 or 4 games with the U14s. I was a U15 coach at the time, so I was observing those games, and you could see straight away he was a special talent. So he quickly got moved up an age group to play with the U15s that season. Made an instant impact with the older age groups.
The level changed quickly, and so did the expectations.
I was very excited to come in and show my ability, and I was playing with my age and I was playing a year up, and the intensity was a different level, I would say, from what I've ever played at that point in my life. So yeah, no, it's an amazing experience.
Chimueno scored off the bench against Seattle, and Julian Hall with the breakthrough. The Golden Boot leader rises to the occasion, and we've got an electric finish here in the U15 final.
He's one of those players that can get you up off your feet. Like, he's direct, he can take players on, he can score goals from inside the box, outside the box in really different ways. And, it would always amaze you how he would find goals in the game.
The next step brought a new set of challenges.
That was the biggest jump for me, going from academy to professional football. The intensity, the physicality, the football, it was all quicker than anything I had experienced before. And, I just thought I did a good job of staying level-headed and not being discouraged about little things.
Working to the midfield, now Gonzalez entering the box, across and a goal! Julian Hall puts the Red Bulls 2 on the board.
I was lucky to be coached by Ibrahim Sakaya, and Bradley Wright Phillips was there a lot of the time as well. They did a good job of helping me progress and helping me not get discouraged and keep going every single day and working hard. The coaching staff really mended me very well.
Like, he's always striving to try and get better at something within within games and training. And then, why he adapts well, he's a natural goal scorer.
For Julian, it was about staying level and keeping the work the same.
Jules.
When you go to a professional environment, if you're doing the most amount of work and you're clearly working harder than everyone else, it stands out to a lot of people, and that can be something that separates you from everyone else. If you're a hard worker, that could get you to a lot of places, and I think that's just something that established me when I first came into the first team.
That work and mentality has paid off with the fast start of the season.
We're really happy with the way that he's moving himself forward. He has taken the ideas and has really shown that he is picking things up. Obviously, there's the attacking part, his ability to find chances, his ability to take balls on the move, to dribble, to go by guys, run in the box. The part that goes with it is how much work he does for us against the wall, how much pressing, how much sprinting, how much chasing, how much work he does to really make the game difficult on the other team. And so we're really, really happy with the progress that he's made. We're gonna continue to push him.
As he continues to grow, so does the chemistry with his teammates around him.
I've known Julian for a very long time now. I see the way he works in training. I'm getting to know him more and more, obviously, as we play together on and off the field. And then when I step onto the field, I know where he's gonna be on the field, what his positioning is like, where he wants the ball, left foot, right foot. And we're kind of growing that connection, which has been going in a really good way, and hopefully, to grow that connection even more.
Mehmeti, has he broken through here? Mehmeti across, Hall! 2-0!
I think it's just the trust with the coaching staff. Coach Michael, he's done a great job with us during preseason and putting trust in me to start the first couple games. It's a lot of credit to him for putting his belief in me. Obviously, I have to go out there and perform to the best of my ability, and thankfully, I've got a couple goals so far. The goal is to keep progressing throughout the season.
Talent and work ethic have helped Julian's dreams come true faster than even he could have predicted.
I've always dreamt of becoming a professional soccer player, but I never really expected it to happen so fast, to be honest. Earlier that year, I was still just playing academy, and I was progressing well, but I never thought it would lead to signing a contract later that year. So it's kind of a lesson there just to be ready for anything, and anything can happen very, very quickly. You really just have to put your all into whatever you're doing, and things can happen. I think a big thing is just self-belief, because when I was playing in MLS Next, I was signing a contract later that season. I had no idea. I did not have a plan on signing that year. That was not in my plan at all. I think things like that can come from just you doing as much as you can, and things will just happen by itself, as long as you're working hard and giving 100% every single day, good things will happen. And thankfully things came to me that year, and you got to be grateful, and you got to use it as much as you can to your abilities.
Ortiz is onto a cutting, denied by Cruz. And an amazing save by Pedro Cruz. And Pedro Cruz with a third save.
A lot of pressure on the ball. Ending hit, what a save!
Saved by Cruz. Pierce cross in front. Reflex save by Cruz.
Decent ball in. Great save again. My goodness. Worldly stop from Pedro Cruz.
Parker John for the equalizer. Stop. And saved by Mackey. McGrath stopped by Will Mackey.
Now sends one in. Oh, Mackey! How did he do it?
Sliding it across. Will Mackey standing on his head.
And he stopped.
It's another great save from Mackey.
Will Mackey said no.
Huntsville's Will Mackey and Houston's Pedro Cruz will be there. Will you? Goalie Wars presented by Old Spice returns as part of the All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T on July 28th. And we must mention that multiple MLS Next Pro alums will be on hand to take the field in the 2026 MLS All-Star Game presented by Chime on July 29th from Charlotte. That's coming up next week. All-Star Game Skills Challenge. Great things coming up, and after that, back into MLS Next Pro play. A very busy Friday, July 31st. Atlanta United 2 against Carolina Core 2. Carolina Core, I should say. Timbers 2 will play against Minnesota United FC 2 on the road, where they've been so good on the road so far this season. Quick turnaround for them going into that next match against Minnesota in just a few days' time. Real Monarchs, meanwhile, they've got a game on August 2nd. They get on St. Louis City 2 on the road next Sunday. That's what's to come at MLS Next Pro. This is what we've seen in the first 45 minutes, our halftime highlights. In this one from Providence Park. Chances for both teams. This is one of the better ones. Really good work to slide in Benjamin Barjolo in one-on-one. In the end, just can't test the goalkeeper. He would love to have that chance back. This was good pressure by Real Monarchs. It spins kindly. Big time save in the end by Joseph to get off his line in time. This time round, it was Sawyer Jura putting in a big challenge to block the attempted shot from Amparo. A flicked-on header through the crowd was stopped with a really good save by Kirkfleet, and on this occasion, they could not test Kirkfleet. Chances for both teams, especially the Timbers, in those final few moments.
Yeah, boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still sticking ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud, don't worry about what next. Just know we got now, oh yes. Man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Back at Providence Park, just moments away from second half kickoff between the Real Monarchs and the Portland Timbers 2. Jack Edwards here with you, our One Football crew on MLSNextPro.com. We appreciate you joining us wherever you are joining us from on this Sunday afternoon. I mentioned it in the first half, but when these teams met earlier this year, it's been heavy results, one way or the other. In May, it was a 3-0 win for Timbers 2. In June, it was a 4-1 win for Real Monarchs. This one has hung in the balance, a bit different from those first two meetings here in the third and final meeting of the year. No subs for either team, indicative of a game that really is quite even. We'll see if the first change, the first deviation in the scoreline results from any tweaks, substitutions, or if it comes from the starting 11s we saw from both groups. It's a 5-4-1 for Mark Lowry's team. Linico Rodriguez leading the line for Real Monarchs. Meanwhile, a 4-3-3 for the interim head coach, Andres Flores. Jack Cassidy going to the first team. Flores moving from his assistant coach role into the lead role on an interim basis with Timbers 2. Patricia McCracken signals the first whistle of our second half. We're back up and running here from Providence Park. Looking for that first big moment, the first goal in this one. We'll see who it can come from. Moisa challenges and wins the header. It's Real Monarchs in those white kits and the black and red. It's the Portland Timbers. Knotted down by Moisa. The touch there a little loose. Chance now rolled wide for Barjolo. Early stretch defense as Barjolo drives at it. Skips past one. Can he get there? Not quite. Important support defensively. Yellow cards for 3 players. Lucas Fernandez-Kim was booked for Timbers 2. Meanwhile, Liam O'Gara and Izzy Amparo were booked for Real Monarchs. Trying to keep it in play and maybe perhaps earn a throw, not quite able to. Moisa. Laid back. Is that a foul? Yes, it was. Ondo thought that it was a clean challenge. Referee disagreeing. Moisa over the top, trying to slide one along. Big time intervention. Moisa trying to get past Joseph, can't quite. So it's now a corner here for Real Monarchs. They've started brightly in the first 2.5 minutes. They were under a lot of pressure towards the end of that first half. Rolled to the side. Cervantes pressing all the way back. Pushed upfield by Kirkfleet. Onto the left wing. Salez trying to keep it in play, can't get his foot rounded enough. It's out for a goal kick. Down here. Clever run being made, but going to the side now, Fernandez-Kim. Ondo. Barjolo. Kept in play. Barjolo does keep it in play at the end line. Creeping in. Barjolo blocked. And it's last off him. Out for a goal kick. Playing a game of chicken along that end line. Seeing if the goalkeeper, Max Kirkfleet, would blink first. Kept his discipline and blocks it out for a goal kick. Rolled to the side again. What can the Monarchs do here? Rolled along, it's pushed away. Lifted over the top for Ferguson. Nods it out in front of his stride. Ferguson hits the side netting. It takes spectacular technique to hit that one at full speed with the outside of your foot, and does so well to come close to sneaking it into that bottom left corner. Scored a great goal from the edge of the box against St. Louis City 2 in their last match. That one might have been better, and that was a really good finish last time out. Good composure from Kirkfleet. Marquez under pressure. Inviting the pressure. That one sprayed out wide. Not kept in play. It was Anderson trying to track back and get onto it. Ondo. Enriquez. Jura. Barjolo. Jura the back heel. Enriquez. Rolled in is Oita. Feints past one, another, trying to play a pass, it's blocked. Ferguson trying to drive one in, just slices it. No touch by the Monarchs defender, so it's out for a goal kick. Pushing the back. Is that a push in the back? Yes, it was. It's a relatively cheap free kick to give away here. And Marquez is cautioned. Marquez, the third player now for Real Monarchs, given a yellow card. That one just a cynical foul from behind.
Yellow card for Real Monarchs, number 40, Omar Marquez. Marquez given the caution card.
Izuita and Enriquez stand over this free kick. Marquez takes, lifts it into the box, the header away. It was Enriquez rather who put it in. Marquez with the foul. It's rolled out here. Lifted into the box, takes a deflection. Important intervention here. Turning, firing, cleared away. There was a big coming together between goalkeeper and forward. There's a player down behind the ball, so it's going to be play stopped here. It's a painful one. Down for a moment as well is Max Kirkfleet. He took a bit of contact, but it was a heavy collision with Kirkfleet, and that's what the treatment is being given out here. It's a replay of this one. Gets ahead to it. Just a hard fall for Alex Bamford. They'll hope that Bamford is good to continue. 18 starts this season. Appearances in 2025, has appeared in all 18, well, not all 18, but has 18 starts this season. Was at Marshall for 4 years as well, and a great collegiate career. It's a little slow to get back up. It was a hard fall. He'll be permitted some time to get some treatment. So Bamford has helped off the field.
Substitution for T2 into the match, number 39, Colin Griffith, replacing number 77, Benjamin Barolo.
Colin Griffith is coming into the match. Barolo is going to be the player that makes way, so like for like on that left wing. Three goals this season for Griffith. Nine goals, 6 assists at Maryland across his collegiate career. Big Ten second teamer in 2024. He'll try and offer some spark in the attack and perhaps be the player to break the deadlock here. Lifted over the top. Low ball rolled in, trying to nip in front. Not quite able to get there in time was Rodriguez. Rolled over the top, but no run being made. Late challenge, it's going to be a free kick. Frustration there from Real Monarchs after a late challenge is whistled for a foul. This portion of the match is brought to you by Toyota. Past the hour mark. Floated forward, Ferguson cushioned down, Ondo. Fakes one pass, rolls it to Ferguson. Ferguson hooks one into the box, the header away. Volley from the edge of the area, took a deflection, so it's out for a corner. Izuita getting that out of his feet. Really well read there. Marquez nipping in to knock it out. It's a throw. Still with Timbers too. It was a hard fall, and I think we'll see if a bit of treatment is needed here for Victor Enriquez. Back on his feet with a little hobble. Out for another corner. Another corner for Timbers 2. Izuita prepping another in-swinger. To the near post. It sits up, just clipped in there. It bounces right back. Henry puts a head to it to get it out of the mix. Dropped forward again, Ondo. Driving forward, Ferguson goes down in the box. It's a penalty. Moisa the foul, Ferguson wins it. And the match's biggest moment yet set to come with a penalty for Portland Timbers 2. Watch this again here. Ferguson into the box, gets it past Moisa, and it looks like he does not get much of the ball. Goes into Ferguson. There's frustrations there. Henry in discussions with the referee. I think it's going to be a yellow card here for dissent from Lineker Rodriguez. It's a penalty. And it's a prime opportunity to change the match. Moisa don't believe caution for the foul. It's just Rodriguez caution for the complaints. Daniel Cervantes places this one down with some conviction. Leads the team with 6 goals this season. It's a match that has lacked the cutting edge required to break this deadlock. Ferguson wins the penalty. Cervantes tasked with knocking it home. The stutter to perfection sends Kirkfleet the wrong way, and we've got our first goal at Providence Park. Timbers 2 take the lead, 1-0. Cervantes, his 7th of the season. And the home side in front over the Real Monarchs.
T2 goals scored in the 67th minute. By number 47, Daniel Cervantes.
Here's the foul again. Moisa trying to get that left foot onto it, couldn't quite get there.
Substitution for T2. Into the match, number 22.
In the end, Cervantes stepped up. Brilliant stutter. Had Kirkfleet moving to his left and just shot it the other way. Great composure for a 7th of the year for Daniel Cervantes. And now 2 changes can come into the game. Try to go from strength to strength. Bringing on Omir Fernandez and Maximilian Kessel. That is the final touch for Cervantes in this match. It was a sub that was being prepped. They don't change it despite his goal. So Cervantes, his final touch is the first goal in the match to make it 1-0 for Portland. Omir Fernandez coming into the match. It's a touch here. That one actually going towards his own goal. The flag goes up for offside. Ondo just doing something with it, clearing it away. Foul going there. Over the top, sliding in, had to get the tackle right, did so.
Substitution for Real Monarchs. Into the match, number 47, Felix Ewald. Replacing number 61, Izzy Navarro.
So Felix Ewald will come into the match now. Buried in the substitution and the goal as well, mostly. It's a big-time return for Omir Fernandez, the 27-year-old midfielder for the first team for the Portland Timbers. Fernandez missing a lot of time with the foot surgery, been out all of this season. Getting his first minutes of 2026, so Fernandez back to the pitch for the first time this year. Featured 34 times in 2025 for the first team. Spent the beginning half of last year, beginning few months, I should say, with St. Louis City. Good tackle there to get that one out of play from Nicholas Lund. Fizzed forward, a little too much. Out for a goal kick. This portion of the match is brought to you by Tillamook. Less than 20 minutes to go. It's a match that is now led by Timbers 2. In control here and offering Omir Fernandez the first chance for minutes here in 2026. I misspoke earlier. He was the Colorado Rapids for 2 years. Red Bull New York before that. A collegiate career at Wake Forest. Very experienced MLS midfielder. It's a slight formation change. Looks like it's got Enriquez and Izoita almost in a double pivot with Fernandez playing above them as a number 10. He'll potentially try and get under this one. It's nodded towards him. Floated into the box, a clever ball, the header. Not quite able to shape towards goal, and the run was made just too soon from Rodriguez. The flag is up for offside. Just sitting on that one, and a free kick goes against it for Victor Enriquez. It was Marquez who was just trying to kick it out from underneath him. Free kick service to the back post, trying to get ahead to it, but just leaping a little too early, perhaps. There's Felix Ewald, the substitute. Fernandez wide for Ferguson. He won the penalty. Good strength there. Ondo just able to shift it out wide. Slade along to him. Fernandez shapes towards goal and hits the post. Almost a dream return for Omir Fernandez. The strike here blocked. It sits up. A big time stop. Kirkfleet denying a second for Timbers 2. The nutmeg and a foul committed there. It's going to be a yellow card. Enriquez, the latest player to be cautioned.
Yellow card shown to T2, number 46, Victor Enriquez.
Fernandez came away with it. So much bend on that. Had the goalkeeper beaten, just couldn't get it inside that post. And then moments later, this shot takes a very fortuitous bounce right into the path, but an important block to deny Maximilian Kissel his third of the season. And in the end of that, Enriquez was cautioned for a yellow card. Over the top, flag stays down. Kissel a chance, what a tackle, Kobe Henry. Had to get that perfect, or else he's getting his marching orders. But able to put the challenge in and keep Real Monarchs in this match. Frustration certainly boiling over a little bit for both of these clubs. It's been a physical affair. Zipped forward, really good pass. And here are numbers in the attack for Timbers 2. Rolled along through the middle. Will it break here? No, it won't quite. That was a clever idea. Fernandez passed one, bumped over again. This is a risky one here. Where is the foul? I think it's going to be on the initial one. That means that Marquez will not receive a second yellow card. It's going to be Kobe Henry who was given the yellow. O'Gara, Henry, Marquez, Rodriguez, all on yellow cards. Amparo, who was brought off, also had a yellow, so they're racking up for Real Monarchs.
Yellow card issued to the Monarchs, number 3, Kobe Joseph Henry. Henry given the caution card for the Real Monarchs.
Ferguson, Fernandez, Kissel cuts it back here. Izoita opens up a pocket of space into the box. Kissel, can he turn and fire? Trying to lay it back. It's intercepted. Oh, right back to him. Bad pass. Wide for Ondo.
Substitution for the Monarchs into the match, number 50, Lionel DeGero. Replacing number 34, Luca Moisa.
Lionel DeGero is coming into the match. Making way is Luca Moisa. That ball go out of play? Yes, it did. And it's a throw for Timbers 2. Seventh appearance of the year for Lionel DeGiro. Step into the midfield, trying out for some fresh legs. Scored his first goal of the season in the 9th minute last match. They'd love him to carry that into this one. The header away. They want a handball. They're going to get it. DeGiro, that's his first touch of the ball, it appears, and it's with his hand. So it's a free kick on the corner of the 18-yard box. They'll be fortunate there that it wasn't a step or two backwards, or else that could have been a second penalty in really innocuous circumstances. Izoita over it. Fernandez through the crowd into the arms of Kirkfleet. DeGiro slows down on his left foot. Saved. Joseph down quickly. Doesn't spill. Calderon just kicking that one away. No real rush for Timbers 2 here. They'll begin to employ some of the dark arts perhaps to try and hold on to this win a second of the year against the Real Monarchs. If this holds, they'll go level on points with Dynamo Dos in second spot in the West. They will, of course, have the caveat of having played 3 more matches than Houston. Perhaps more importantly, though, it would put them 5 points clear of Ventura County, having played the exact same amount of games. Slipped forward, Fernandez trying to receive on the turn. It's cleared away by Henry. Amir Fernandez would love to get something in his return to Providence Park. Ooh, good touch there. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. It's a free kick. Again, right on the edge of the 18. That was Colin Griffith with some good footwork to get past his man. And this is an interesting set piece. It's almost a closer corner. Hard to get it up and down to a teammate. Maybe, do you try something a little shorter, a little clever with this one? Possibly just fire it in there and just see if somebody can get some touch on it, make it a little chaotic. Referee asking why the ball's moving. A sea of bodies in the 18-yard box. Fired in, blocked. Tejero does his job in the wall. This is lifted back in the mix. Kirkfleet gets to it easily. Looking to go long with this one. Some good contact. It's a long ball forward. Tugged down, clean. It was just a bit of a physical tussle on that one. They want a handball, and they're going to get it. It's going to go for a push, perhaps. It's against Kissel. But before this free kick can be taken,
Substitution for Real
Nicholas Silva will be coming in for Ruben Masalas.
replacing number 77, Ruben Masalas.
Just the second appearance of the year for Silva. Henry, did he keep it in play? Just about did, and earns a throw. Long throw, catapulted into the mix. Tejero trying to get under it here. Blocked, out of play, corner kick. Whipped in. Oh, just a missed volley there. Tejero carrying towards the defense. Rolls it back out wide. Into the mix, over everybody. Out for a goal kick. This match, the second in our day in MLS Next Pro. Interestingly, it's one of 3 that is a repeat of a first-team MLS fixture from yesterday. Portland Timbers won 2-1 at this ground against Real Salt Lake yesterday. At 7, Orlando City B will take on Huntsville. Orlando won at Inter.co Stadium 1-0 against Nashville, of course the first team affiliate for Huntsville, and then Houston Dynamo 2 and Austin FC 2, which is a tremendous MLS Next Pro matchup between 1 and 2 in the West. They met yesterday. Houston a big time win on that occasion. So 3 matches on a Sunday that are repeat fixtures of the day before. It's not too often that happens in Next Pro, just with the logistics of the league, independent clubs. So for 3 to happen in one day, it's a fun little treat. Kissel trying to keep it in play, but Henry shows good strength. That's a push in the back, and it's going to be a free kick. That's a free kick. That's a foul. That's a yellow card. Looks to be for Izoitza. Get your confirmation of that.
Yellow card issued to T2, number 73, Eric Izota given a caution card.
Might get a few minutes of stoppage time. We'll figure out how much in about 2.5 minutes. What can Real Monarchs do with this set piece? Into the mix, knotted down. DeGero through the crowd. They want a handball, they're not gonna get one. Marquez to the side. Riquelme. First contact, one there. Ferguson, just anywhere will do. Nods it out of play. Wide for DeGero. Floats an interesting cross in, headed down and away, coming together in the box, and it's a free kick that will end the attacking sequence for Real Monarchs. Free kick here, Timbers 2. Just moments away from figuring out how much stoppage time we'll have to see out the rest of this one. It's a goal kick. Frustration from a Timbers 2 contingent. Good header down. 5 minutes of additional time at the end of the 90. Monarchs driving here. Wide for Henry. DeGero. To the end line, out of space. A goal kick. This portion of the match is brought to you by Ford. Stoppage time in this one. Fernandez. Late challenge. Referee, I think, will let play continue. Fernandez. Referee pulls it back. Wide for Fernandez. Both teams want it. They want it bad, not just the throw in, but a bit of pushing and shoving. It's going to be a yellow card here for Owen Anderson.
Yellow card shown to the Monarchs, number 30, Owen Anderson. Anderson given the caution card.
Victor Enriquez will make way for Cole Crothers. That's going to happen right now.
Substitution for T2 into the match, number 66, Cole Carruthers. Replacing number 46, Victor Enriquez.
Enriquez will make way. He'll cede the captain's armband and hope that his side can see out the victory here in the final few minutes. Henry. A late challenge. It's a foul. Timbers, too, will be very happy with how much they're just taking the sting out of this game. No real momentum for anything to be developed for Real Monarchs. Just over a minute of the minimum remaining. You might get a moment or two added on beyond that from Patricia McCracken, but likely won't be too much more beyond that. No nonsense, header out of play. Nodded forward, Kissel trying to get onto the end of it, able to get there. Javier Fernandez. Do they go for the corner flag or for the goal? It's the corner flag right now, and just possession more than that. They're keen to just move this round all the way back. Zuita just chasing that one down to try and make life difficult. Dangerous pass. Fernandez got a head to it. Slides and keeps it in play. Fernandez past one into the box now. Trying to cut across along. It's blocked and spins away. DeGero's clearance goes right into the mix. Ferguson squirms free with it. A few players around it here. Into the box for Fernandez. Passes it across the goal. And a push in the back. It's a foul. And it's the end of the match. Timbers 2. See out all 3 points, courtesy of a Daniel Cervantes penalty. Not a match laden with fireworks, but a well-earned 3 points at home for Timbers 2. They make it 2 wins in the 3 matches this season against Real Monarchs. They won't complain too much about that at all. This afternoon's Man of the Match presented by Adidas. In a 1-0 match, very frequently, that Man of the Match award will go to the goal scorer. Daniel Cervantes made it 7 goals on the season with this penalty goal, won by Ferguson, converted by Cervantes. Easy as it goes there. Timbers 2 next in action on the road. It's a first home win since May 31st. They're back on the road where they've been so good this year at Minnesota on Friday, while the Monarchs are on the road on Sunday at St. Louis City 2 for their next match. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Jack Edwards. Our final score, it's Portland 1, Real Monarchs 0. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.